Hi, Taurus! Welcome to your quantum reading with me, Jocelyn, the Quantum Queen. So, let us begin. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Man. And, also, welcome to my cross watchers. Cross watcher, you could be dealing with a Taurus, and the message could actually be for you. So feel free to take it however resonates with you and your situation. Taurus, keep in mind that these are timeless readings, and so I just wanted to let you know, if you venture over to my playlist, you will actually find that there's a playlist just for you. So if you want to head over and take a gander, there might be something that's useful for you there. If you guys would like to book a one-on-one reading with me, you can find my information down below in the description box. And just wanted to say thank you for liking, subscribing, and thank you for all the good karma donations. I appreciate it so, so much. Taurus. What I think is happening, I think that there's someone, like the vibe that I was getting before your read. It's interesting because you're the third sign that has pulled out the Queen of Rings or the Queen of Pentacles. Don't get caught up by the gender, but this is obviously your energy. That's your earth symbol, okay? So there you are, you know, like doing your thing. I think that you almost have a challenger in your experience. Bear with me. I know that these cards aren't saying that, but that's literally what kept popping up in my head before I jumped on your reading. I think that there's someone in your life where there's it's like automatically, you don't even have to do anything. It's like all of a sudden the conflict just comes up between the two of you. There's no effort in it, you know? And the thing that I love about this is I think there's a part of you, because this Fool card, it's almost like you get to a point where you just feel kind of defeated, like you want to just pull something over your head and give up. That's what I'm getting from this. There is something here because the Fool is always about a new beginning. So for some of you, there might be some type of preparation for you in this experience or whatever is happening, and it's helping to groom you. So what's happening is, I think you need to really focus on detaching yourself from this person in your life, okay? That's what I kept getting. So let me kind of pull in this line up. Okay. And then here you are, maybe even going hermit mode. Do you know what I'm actually getting to? Like, seriously, I'm getting so many messages from this, so bear with me. I also think that there's someone that you are disconnected from, like at a distance from, and maybe you want some type of a new beginning with them. Like, this doesn't have to just be romantic. This can be family, like this can be someone else that you're connected to, but that's what I'm getting is there's almost like these two different worlds of, there's some conflict or a challenge that's coming up between you and your life, or between you and a person. There's like a challenger, and it's, like I said, it's kind of maybe even pushing you towards this new beginning, okay? And it's, what's really cool is I think it's actually going to bring you closer to whoever this person is that you're at a distance from, right? The Hermit card. But it's also another bleed through is like, what you need to do is pull back your energy, really kind of go a little bit more introverted and start doing a little bit of inner guidance and soul searching on what you truly want. Because Taurus, this person, and let me see what comes out with the archetypes really quick, okay? Just chill with me for a second. Yeah. Okay, what have we got? Let me get just a couple more. I'm feeling like there's more. Bear with me for just a second. I love it. Taurus. There's someone, I'm telling you, especially going back to the Fool card, I think that there's someone that you just like cannot get along with, and you almost look at them as like they're a fool, you know, like your eyes are just wide open, maybe taking a look at this person, and you're like, do these humans even exist? Like, is this real? Does this really happen? And so, that's what I'm getting is happening for you. Okay, just bear with me for a second. Okay, oh, come on. Okay, and Taurus, here's what I think is going on too, because you're the Queen of Rings or right, the Queen of Pentacles, all about like stability. It's not that you're material, but you like your material things to be secure and stable in your life. You know what I mean? You need that security. So when I dive into the next part of the message, just bear with me because, like I said, I'm not saying you're material. Maybe you are. You know, maybe that applies. But let me see what comes out. Let me just grab one more card. I don't know why, but I'm getting that there's like 4 for you. So bear with. That's the one. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Taurus. Seeing the forest through the trees. Yes. There's some part of your life where you don't know. Okay. The forest card is always that you can get lost in the forest, right? It's a very fascinating place to be. I used to play in the forest and climb trees a lot when I was younger, and you can get lost very easily. And that's what I'm seeing is kind of happening for you, right? And there's this thing at the bottom, kind of like an arrow. It's like finding a direction. So there's something about your path that seems a little bit unclear. You don't really know exactly what things are going to look like, but it's like you're in this culmination period of knowing pretty much what you want, or knowing you can see the end game, but you don't know exactly how to get there. It's like almost, you know how with a maze, oh, have you guys been at a maze? Like one of those ones you can pay to get into? And you know how they give you a map? You can see on the paper where the end is. But going through the maze, it's a different story because once you're in it, it's different to actually experience it and find the ending. That's what's very unclear because it's such a different perspective. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm seeing as a part of your process right now. You can see the end game, and it's almost like you can see the vision. You can see what's coming up ahead. Whatever this thing is that you're trying to accomplish or chase after, but it's like you're not totally sure of how to get there or how to completely make it happen. And that's why I think it's kind of like, I'm not meaning to laugh, but it is kind of funny. You're coming across people that are going to push you in that direction. As frustrating as that might be, and I've been there, it's not fun, but that's why challenges or challenging people come into your experience, because it's helping you with your growth. It's helping you to maybe pull out of something and dive into a new beginning, okay? It really is going to help you and grow you. Look, I pulled out way too many cards. I didn't even realize I had 5. So here, but I am going to take them because that's just what happened. I will put this card back in though, because the castle card, this is why I was saying, like, prepare yourself. I'm not saying you're materialistic. The castle card can be someone who's very, like, focused on material wealth or things. But for you, Taurus, maybe that's the case for you. Like, you like material wealth. You're chasing after that. But more than anything, actually what I'm getting is this is a little bit of your holdup, is that part of you feels like there's a little bit of blockage about maybe not having enough resources or enough things to really get you through the path, to get you through the maze. And that's what I feel like is a little bit of your blockage, because that's why I was saying Queen of Rings, Queen of Pentacles with the Castle card. You're feeling that that is the thing that's preventing you from accomplishing what you want to accomplish. And it's actually an illusion, honestly. I'm telling you that straight up from personal experience. You don't need what you think you need to accomplish what you want to accomplish. Did that make sense? So I'm going to put that back in, but just keep note of that, because I do think that popped out as just something significant for you to just take a look at within yourself, because this is why, Taurus. Okay, so we've got the cave, which is interesting that you got that and the forest. It is a bit of shadow work. It's going deep down within. It's the mystical side of things. It's the things that you don't quite understand. And Taurus, I think that, to be honest, I actually feel like that's someone else in your experience. That there's someone in your life that maybe this is the challenger that you're coming up against. Take this however it resonates. Or it also could be someone that you're at a distance from. You don't really see their intentions. It's like you're thinking about them. They're on your mind, and I'm saying that because it's coming out in the reading. I wouldn't say it otherwise, but that's what I'm seeing is happening, is that there's almost this mystery that you can't quite understand. Like, maybe even for some of you. For example, if this is like a romantic interest, sometimes they seem interested in you, and then sometimes they don't at all. Like they're kind of this enigma. You're just like, what? Like, what is this? If this is like a family member, it's kind of the same thing. Like, sometimes they seem like they care about you, and then at other times, it's like crickets. You don't hear anything at all, and you're just like, what the F? Like, what is this? And so, this is what's so funny. Apocalypsis. This card is one of my favorite cards in her deck because it's like a freaking apocalypsis of the mind. Do you know what I mean? It's like all of a sudden, do you know when you come to those type of realizations in your life that are mind-blowing, where you come to some type of truths about yourself or about other people, mainly about yourself though, and then it just completely changes your whole reality. Like all of a sudden you're having to go back in your mind, and you're having to go back through old memories and completely reconfigure them to fit this new information that you came across. Because it's like when you come across this type of information, it's the thing that completely fits in with your life. It's a puzzle piece. It's the thing, it removes a veil of deception, and it's just like, wake up, boom. That's what's happening for you right now, Taurus, which is really interesting. There's something that you're waking up to, I think. And here's what's really positive, is that this is you waking up to see through the forest, to be able to see the clear path, a straight path to get to where you're wanting to. That's not totally realistic because those don't totally exist. Like, I always look at paths in life as more of like a winding rather than straight way. But it is interesting that I said that because you have the thread, which is that straight line. And that's what I feel like is actually the thing that's going to be. This is a connection to the universe. This is all about the thing that's going to pull you out of that darkness. And what's fascinating, Taurus, is I think that also through this awakening or whatever you're going to be going through, you're going to be realizing something about yourself and also something about this person, whoever this is. I'm not going to lie, it does feel a little bit more romantic to me because I think that you're almost drawn to the mystery of this person that you don't quite understand. Because family, you're like, oh, whatever, you can just walk away and you're like, fine. But if it's something that's constantly on your mind, like it could be a little bit more of a romantic thing, okay? So let me see what comes in. I took a long time, but then again, you had 7 cards that popped out from the beginning. So let's see really quickly what comes in with the tarot. Damn it. Those cards. That side isn't the best setup, but I'll fix it in a second. I'm going to take these. Okay, Taurus. This is what's coming in. I know that my read is all over the place, but it's because I feel like I'm actually picking up on a lot of different parts of your process right now. Like a lot of things that are going on in your mind, which I really do think you are thinking about a lot, which is probably why, and maybe it's just because I'm picking up on different people, but I do think that there's like multiple things going on within you that you're just wondering about for your own life. Come on, just please stay up. I need to find a different, better spot for that. Taurus, what's happening? This is what, oh, these are good cards. Taurus, there's like, going back to this person over here that I think you're at a distance from, I think that you're thinking different things about them. Like, I think that you're conjuring up in your own mind what they're doing. I think that you think that they have a lot of attention around them, that they have a lot of people surrounding them, that they have like just a lot going on, or maybe a lot of love interests. And that actually might be the thing that it boggles your mind. Like, it actually convolutes your mind. It pulls you into this like cloud of darkness because you feel connected to them and you're like, like, I want to be with them. And this is not going to resonate with everyone. So please, 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 like, realize that. But there's the World card. I'm telling you, this is so hilarious, okay? This is someone that you're at a distance from. And do you know what's interesting? The other thing I'm getting, I think that there's a lot of even people around the world that have their focus and attention on this person. That's even maybe part of the reason why you feel a draw to them. That might not apply. Maybe it's just even in their own social environment. They're a very like magnetic person. They have a lot of people around them, and that even might be a bit of your draw to them. Like you are very attracted to that in them. But it's almost like a little bit of the thing that's coming in is your own self-esteem. Like maybe you feel like you don't deserve them, or you feel like, how can you compete? Because what's interesting is there's this type of influence on this person. In reality, this is what this person is doing. They're just independent, and that's probably a lot of the attraction, because they're not necessarily out seeking attention. They're pretty good just on their own. This is someone who chooses to be single, and they're focusing on like, maybe they're an entrepreneur, like they're a business owner, but they're focusing on utilizing like their gifts, talents, and abilities to make money. That's their focus right now. So that, which makes sense to me. Not only is that probably a big attraction to you, Taurus, because you see a lot of stability in that. You see that that's something to grow a foundation with this person. But this is coming out. Like, I think a part of your own shadow is coming in, and that might even be removing that veil of deception, is that it's shining a light on your own self-worth. And going back to the cave, the entanglement there, the cave is where you go deep down into your shadow, and you've got quite a few shadowy cards here, right? The thread pulling out of darkness through your connection to the universe. And isn't it interesting too with the cave, going down into the shadow to find your own light, your own self-worth, your own self-esteem. And the Forest card, they're all pretty similar, honestly. But here's what's really beautiful. I think that Page of Cups, that is like that's a crush, all right? It could be a water sign that you're dealing with, and I'm only saying that because you've got 3 of Cups, Page of Cups, and 10 of Cups. I think that this is someone that you are thinking about reaching out to. It's someone that you do have a crush on. You have some type of romantic interest in. That's where absolutely I'm going to take it in the direction of, I do think that you're very interested in someone, and you can almost see the long haul with them. You can see that there'd be a lot of like emotional stability with them. There'd be a lot of emotional fulfillment, a lot of commitment, a lot of like loyalty. That's what you're seeing, because you're seeing, it's really fascinating, like these interesting things that are coming out, because you can see this energy down the middle. You're having a hesitancy to really like reach out and right, maybe Page of Cups, like reach out emotionally or expose your emotions, because maybe there's even a part of you that feels like you'd be rejected. Here's what's fascinating. Here's like the World card, the Hermit card, being at a distance from them. Chariot card, travel, movement towards the connection, towards this person, however that applies. There's that forward movement. I think like once you finally come to terms with this and go through some type of like apocalypse of the mind, removing this veil of deception where you're getting caught up in your own mind about what's going on, you're almost like even projecting what you think this person is or that type of thing. Once you pull out of that, I think that there's going to be a lot of progress and forward movement between you and this person, okay? So I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to dive into the extended with this Taurus. If you want to join me over there, feel free. Go down below, click on the Vimeo link. I'll see you on the other side. But Taurus, if this is where we leave things, I'm sending you guys so much love, wishing you all the very best, and I'll see you in your next reading. Take care.